Hey y'all, Dead Thing here. Um, I wanted to do a different kind of video today to talk about why I play Doom, why I love it, why it means so much to me as a game over the many years that I've played. And sorry if I keep looking up past the camera, I have my recording stuff like right behind it, so I keep glancing at the screen to make sure it's recording right. My apologies. So, anyways, why do I play Doom? I got into it a very, very long time ago. As you can tell by the grays in my beard, I'm not exactly a young guy doing this stuff. I was about 11 or 12 when Doom first came out, and my dad, he was not like other dads of my time. He worked hard. He was a strong man, and he definitely did not want to cross him. He did not want to piss him off. But he was a good, honest, hard-working person. He spent 25 years of his life working as an auto mechanic at a place that didn't appreciate him. But I won't say the name of that place out of respect for him. And he wouldn't want me to, besmirch them anyway, so they gave him work. They gave him a job. But it was at that work that I first was introduced to the game Doom. In fact, PC gaming kind of began for me there. Because beforehand, I only knew like the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Atari, Coleco, Magnavox Odyssey 2. In fact, I had a lot of game consoles, even into my young adult years. I mean, I even had like the Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, the Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, which PlayStation 3 is like the last console I ever bought because I'm now pretty much purely a PC gamer. I could do more with a PC than I could do with anything else. And that's not PC Master Race bragging bullshit. That's just my preferences. If y'all want to play on console, that's fine, but that's getting off topic. Back in, I want to say 93, 94-ish, my dad, his work got their computers upgraded. And they, he was the head mechanic at a used car sales lot. And sometimes he sold computers, so he'd be in the office too. And on the weekends, he would occasionally take me up there to, I guess, watch me or something, because I was a problem little shit. I was like, you couldn't trust me alone in the house. That's the kind of problem child I was. So he was playing Doom on his work computers. He had installed it when nobody was around, nobody was aware, and they were old 486 IBM Aptiva SXs, I believe, and way overkill for a used car lot, but his boss believed in overkill, so what can we say? Anyways, I played the hell out of Doom. He would take me there, he'd boot it up, and I'd just play it. And eventually I learned how to boot them up. I learned how to do that stuff, and I started getting, because I was already familiar with DOS commands and things, because I had a friend with like an old 386 Cyrix IBM clone machine, and I would just play the hell out of old games on it and stuff. I was playing, at my school I would sneak off and play hooky in class, just to go into one classroom and play on the Apple II computers they had at the time. They were not even that good games. I just wanted to play games. I wanted to play games so bad. And so every weekend I would come to work and I would play Doom on the office computer. And it was so much fun. I enjoyed it. My dad would even tell me about the secrets in the levels. He bought Doom for the Super Nintendo at one point, and I played the hell out of it. I mostly enjoyed the soundtrack because, let's just say, Doom on Super Nintendo sounded amazing. But, yeah, it was something me and my father bonded over. It was one of the few times that I really got into something that he liked too. And yeah, I miss my dad. He passed away in 2010. Sleep apnea. He was taking oxygen and everything through tubes in his nose when he'd go to sleep, and unfortunately he forgot to put his tubes in one day and he passed away. 12 years later, it still affects me. Sorry, I didn't want to get all teary-eyed and bullshit with this. This is off the cuff. It's not scripted or any bullshit. Every time I play Doom, I think about, my dad. Gosh, shit. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I can edit this out. I don't know. I don't want people to see me blubbering. My father was a good person. And he did the best he could with me. As I said, Doom means a great deal more to me than people would probably think, because I'm always like, this is bullshit, and brah, whenever I'm playing the game, because I'm like, oh fuck, because I keep dying and stuff, because I'm not that good at it. But, yeah. This is a bit rambly. This is me just sharing my feelings, because I said I got into a conversation about this last night, and I was just like told that this would probably make a good video, so I went ahead and I decided to do it. I don't think anybody's going to care. I mean, nobody cares about how we feel on here unless we're like billions of subscribers deep. But, yeah. Every time I play Doom, it brings me back to that time in my life when things were simpler and better. I mean, we have all this great technology, but look at all the scary shit around us, man. Or woman, I don't know who you are watching this. This is a scary goddamn world we're in. We're on the precipice of war, sickness, people going hungry, people not having jobs, people not able to support themselves because of a system that is rigged from the start to inflate and inflate and inflate until the bubble's going to burst, and then we're going to have to start over again. It's escapism. That's what video games are all about. You're escaping from your problems. And I'm trying my best. I want to have fun, and I want to play these games online and share them with you guys. And I like to think that, my dad would be cool with this, that he would like to see me playing these games, even if it's a little, it's Brutal Doom is a bit much for, anybody sometimes. But I like it. Brutal Doom, Project Brutality, Beautiful Doom, Old School Brutal, or version 20 and 21 by Sergeant Mark. Those are all my favorite little mods, my favorite little add-ons to play. Hey, Black Edition. That's a trip too. One of these days I'll have to revisit that because it's kind of an older one that I haven't seen updated in a while. But sorry, as I said, this was kind of emotional for me because, as I said, my dad passed away many years ago, and it's something that I kind of held myself accountable for, because that day when he passed, I was nose deep in doing stupid shit online, talking to people, and I remember distinctly that night my mom knocking on the door, just suddenly saying, "He's gone." And I'm like, "Excuse me, what?" And she says, your dad's dead." And I was so gobsmacked. I was in the chat room with my friends Sam and Drew, and I typed in, because I was so numb, I typed in BRB, my dad just died. And then getting up and walking in the room and seeing his lifeless body in the chair. And before all that, I was puttering on the internet. Last conversation I had with him, I was bragging about this new video card I got. It wasn't even that impressive. It was the first major purchase I'd made to upgrade my machine in a while, and I was happy to have had it. And it was a Radeon HD 5770 1GB BFG edition from XFX. It was a beast of a card in its time, and I was happy to have it. And he was just like, yeah. And I'm like thinking, God, I could have had a better conversation with my father before he passed. I could have talked to him about Doom. I could have offered to watch a movie, because he loved watching old movies. He loved watching, things like, John Wayne was his personal hero, that sort of thing. And yeah, I kind of wish that I had done better. But if I didn't make my decisions, I wouldn't be where I am now today. I wouldn't be the person that I am today if things played out differently. So, he taught me one final lesson in life. He taught me about loss and what it means. Just like he taught me about Doom. And he taught me about life. And he always supported me in my decisions. I like to think that, shit, I'm getting emotional again, sorry. Fuck. I think I'm gonna leave the glasses off. Makes it easier to focus on the camera. So, yeah. This is very real. This has been real. I did practice this a little bit, and I wasn't nearly as emotional until I started really committing to what I was saying. And I'm sorry for that. If y'all think I'm an emotional little weenie, fuck you, I don't care. It's my channel, I can cry if I wanna. So, yeah, anyway, so let's bring it back in. Anyways, I hope that you guys like this video and enjoy the content I put out. I'm trying to build my numbers up, and I'd like to start a conversation because of this video. So in the comments below, I want you guys to tell me what got you into playing your favorite games, be it Doom, whatever. Was it a bonding experience? Did you get close to a family member because of it, and you two bonded over that game? Was it just you thought it was cool and you wanted to play that game? Tell me your story. I'd like to have a conversation on this thing for once. It'd be nice. Anyways, thank y'all for watching me blubber for a few minutes and pour my heart out. I didn't want to cry and shit. But that's the other thing my dad taught me too, that emotions are not an evil thing. That a lot of parents back in that time, back in the early 90s, they weren't big on emotional stuff. They were, many of them in the area I lived in at the time, which is rural Georgia, they were very tough and very callous, I get you. Not callous as in callous act, I mean calloused. As in they had thick hides, you know? And their whole thing was, you know, showing tears and emotion as weakness. And I mean, even John Wayne to a degree expressed that. You know, and other tough guy heroes of the movies and the times. My father, on the other hand, he never made bones about it when I lost my composure and I lost my ability to hold it in. He was more upset at my loss of temper and anger when I would get so bad that I used to put holes in walls, but I was an angry teenager, so I remember just getting mad at everything, mad at the world, and I didn't grow up to be a good functioning adult until I got away from the environment I was in and moved to another state. My favorite little comment for a little while there when I moved out here was, I'm 8,600 feet over and 1,600 miles away from my problems. That's what I was saying for the first few years that I was out here. And I got friends back home that miss me, but I don't really talk to nobody much back home except my mom. You know, try to keep up with the one parent still alive. Oh man, this thing's rambled on way too long. I apologize all. Anyways, back to the point. Whatever you guys, whatever got you into your favorite game that you constantly play forever and ever and ever, like Doom or Quake or Final Fantasy, whatever it is that you guys play that you love playing so much, tell me your story, okay? Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you didn't like it, and I expect a few dislikes because this is a sappy little vlog. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you and take care. See ya.